2 sponsors. 1, Chimera Coffee. Go to chimeracoffee.com, type in the coupon code showtheART, and save some money. 2, Invertigear. Go to invertigear.com, type in the coupon code showtheART15, save some money.
Damn,
Done.
He's on fire.
Listen to the podcast. Boom.
He's like a black belt in advertisement. Go. What's going on, people? On a beautiful, dredgy New Jersey, cold, wintry, not really wintry, fall morning or afternoon? What is it?
Right now it's 11 a.m.
So what is that? Is that morning still?
That's that's morning.
It's still considered
It's
morning?
not morning until it's afternoon.
And we're out. What's going on, guys? You're listening to the Show the Art podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Ames. Alongside with me is my boy, my brother, Abe and Ames. How you feeling, man?
Good. What's going on?
Good, man. I'm fully caffeinated.
Yes.
Feeling great.
Feeling groovy?
You know, shout out. We're not really sponsored by them, but shout out to On It because I'm smelling something really delicious. Right? Can you tell the people what you're sipping on right now?
Yeah, this is the On It matcha tea.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like a powder, a blend of like matcha tea, cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, turmeric.
And I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I didn't know what he was drinking.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, let him know.
You guessed like 2, maybe 3 ingredients.
Yeah, I did. I'll smell them like, that smells delightful. That makes you it smells soothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You probably feel great right now, right?
Well, I didn't drink it yet, but
okay, cool.
Great right now.
But you're gonna feel great. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I want to get right into it, man.
Why would you?
I'm a big.
Why would you wait?
I want to go into the fight results.
Okay.
I want to go into the fight from UFC Fight Night with
no,
Dodson,
you said
Lineker.
I want to just get right into it, but like, why would you wait?
That's true. I just want to say that.
Okay.
Can I not? Can you put your phone down at the same time too? Can you tell your mom you'll text her later? Thanks, man. So I have a new favorite fighter. Not favorite, top.
Is it John Lineker?
Nope.
Is it? I don't know. Who is it?
Brandon Moreno.
Who the heck is that?
The guy that fought
You don't even know who he fought. That's sad.
Louis Smolka.
Dude. My boy Smolka.
And you know I was going for Smolka too.
Because he's like of your descent.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's Hawaii. I'm not from Hawaii,
yeah, but you guys
I just feel a connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
Islanders, I guess.
Yeah, Pacific
No,
Islander.
yeah. I mean, Smolka was the hands-down favorite. Yeah. Not just because he's more well-known and a higher profile fighter, but because the other guy got the fight on like 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah,
no offense to him, and he's like 22. He looks like my son.
Yeah, my wife was like, he looks like a teenager, which he looks. And his name was like Assassin Baby, not Baby Assassin, Assassin Baby. Yeah. But man, like he finished it with like a guillotine, right?
Are you guessing? Like there's
no, I'm asking.
Like it could be something else.
The blue belch is asking the brown belch.
Yes, in technical terms.
Let's not be dicks. Forget. On it. Forget. He needs a sip of this right now. You ever see that? Watch that Snickers commercial. Like, oh, you need to take a bite out of this.
Hold on.
You're acting like Betty White right now. Go sip. There you go.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
there you go. There's my
it was a high elbow guillotine.
There you go.
Also known as the Marcellotine.
Ah, okay. Cool, man. Man. But what I liked was his attitude after the fight.
He was like holy smokes.
He was just happy to be there. He was just like...
No, he was what's the word? Not excited. He was surprised.
Yeah. The way he was just looking around into the crowd, man.
I mean, think about it. You're an underdog. This is your first fight in the UFC. You got picked up on short notice, and you're fighting like a contender.
Yeah, man.
This guy's top 10. He's a contender. Smolka is very talented. Mm-hmm. Ground, stand-up, anywhere he goes, he's very talented.
Yeah.
He was about to fight Sergio Pettis.
Okay.
Both guys, young guys, both like the same story. Up-and-comers, very talented. Mm-hmm. Both guys were about to bang it out and get like a top 5 fighter next.
Okay.
Like it was inevitable. Both guys I believe we're within a title shot in like 2 more fights.
Oh man, that's
And he
tough.
just beat that guy.
He beat. Damn man,
Yeah.
that's a tough loss for
Sure.
Smolka. You just saw like he was just like crouched down.
Yeah.
I was like, damn man.
Well, he made a technical error, that just goes back to being he might have been too
I was
confident.
gonna say too
you know?
confident. Yeah.
And it's good to be very confident, but when you get too confident, sometimes you forget that there's a game plan, and it's better to not test the waters and just stick with the game plan. He came up, he went for a single, and then he tried to bump him. And when he tried to bump, like he had his legs standing up, and then he tried to like bump him and get him off balance, and maybe cut the corner and finish the takedown. When he did that, his chin went up on purpose so he could bump him.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened,
He caught the shit out
he
of
got
it.
the shit out of that neck.
He said, "Give me that. That's
When
mine. Let me put it in my pocket."
Yeah, and
real
he
quick.
that was granted, that was a beautiful catch. Okay, he was very aware, very sensitive to that moment. Caught it, and then he latched on like a mother.
Yeah, I thought Smolka was actually gonna escape when he was pushing away, and then he pulled
I knew
in.
he wasn't gonna get out.
Okay.
Like not to be like I know everything,
Not to pat yourself on the back.
but once you get that elbow over the shoulder,
It's a wrap.
it's pretty much a wrap.
Mm.
Unless the other guy doesn't really know how to do it. But the
Okay.
way he did it, like he immediately went to the high elbow.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what's going on. And then the way he followed him to mount. Now, Smolka did an amazing thing to try to get out.
Okay.
Because as soon as he fell to his knees, and he fell that he tried to do his defense. I think he went for the arm over the shoulder. And when you do the high elbow, that defense does not work.
Okay.
Because your elbow is
Gotcha.
kind of blocking the guy from throwing the arm over the shoulder. So he felt that, and he's like, holy crap. So what did Smolka do? He tried to spin out. He tried to roll and accept the mount, hoping that, what's the guy's name? My bad.
Brandon Moreno.
Yeah,
Not judging him.
Assassin Baby.
Yeah.
He followed him to mount.
Okay.
So he was hoping that Assassin Baby would let go once he got to mount, like because sometimes it is hard to finish.
Yeah.
Nope.
That thing was.
Once he followed him to mount, exactly.
Yeah,
It was
he
tight.
locked it
Yeah.
in. I
And-
was like, once he got that mount, I'm like, oh, it's a wrap.
But Smolka, what Smolka was missing maybe was like when you roll, one more like freaky roll. What I say
Okay.
when I mean freaky roll, just like a random movement.
Just an extra.
You roll, boom, and then you
Yeah.
might risk like your neck tweaking a little bit,
Mhm.
not like a neck injury, but like
Yeah.
you might hurt a muscle in there because he's locking in. But that's really
Maybe because it doesn't expect that second roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're caught in that, like
It's hard
Smolka
to.
probably never gets caught in that.
Yeah.
And if he does, like when you're in the UFC, you're probably one of the better guys in the gym, so it's
That's
rare
true.
that you get put in serious positions.
Yeah.
Never mind the guy really trying to finish you. So it was just a great move after great move, great reactions by both guys. And I thought Smolka was about to go out. Honestly, I thought he was about to tap, went out, woke
Homie,
up,
I was
and then
about to
tapped.
tap out. I was
Yeah.
about to tap out because I felt that.
Yeah.
Because that thing was tight. He lightly tapped. I guess he didn't feel it the first time. I think he was trying to say, yo, he's tapping, homie. He's
Yeah.
tapping, ref.
I think what happened was he was about to tap, and then the fuzzies came in. You know what I'm talking about? Where like
it's coming.
it's coming.
It's like
so his hand went dead.
it's clouding.
Yeah, his hand
Yeah.
he's about to tap, then his hand went weak. And then he's like, oh shit, no, I really need to tap. And then he tapped.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it took like a second to
I
tap.
got you. Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
I get you.
But dude,
Yeah, good
Dude
for
is
Brandon.
nice.
Yeah, he's nice, man. I'm cheering for him just because he's just enthusiastic. Ooh, that was unprofessional.
For
Let me
sure.
turn my ringtone off. But
no,
let's get to
I didn't
the
even hear that.
let's get to the next one. Ottow against Berkman.
Okay.
It was I was going back and forth just watching because it seemed like Berkman was just doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
That lead, that teep kick
Yeah.
or whatever, and just take a few and then
Yeah.
just not really. It looked like he was just like correct me if I'm wrong. Just technically, he looked a lot more sound, but he just wasn't like unloading. Or I don't
Yeah.
know what he was going for.
I don't know if technically he looked more sound.
Uh-huh.
I think he had a game plan. He had strategy.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're too fixated on the strategy, and when it's not working, which it wasn't,
Yeah.
you need to adjust and you need to just go off like natural instinct. And he
Okay.
didn't turn that switch. He didn't make the strategy shift.
Yeah.
And every coach will tell you, no, stick to the game plan, stick to the game plan eventually. But sometimes it doesn't work.
Okay.
And that's what happened. I felt like he got sucked in
Mm-hmm.
and he never made the shift. And, the other guy, Ottow, his striking was on point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just kind of picked them apart with, like, just good striking,
Yeah.
accurate striking. I felt bad for Berkman because he's a good fighter, and it was like, dude, start blending, start being more aggressive. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Berkman's been fighting for a long time. People know him. He has a good history, good record. He's still a good fighter.
Yeah, I can't hate because I've never been in that moment. So, just tough luck. I hope he comes back for a win because I actually like him.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next fight. Will Brooks versus Alex Oliveira.
Yeah, cowboy.
Yeah, what were your thoughts?
The real cowboy.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
He's a big mother.
First of all, I could call him real. If he's right next to him, you're the real cowboy.
Yeah. He was 5 pounds overweight.
Dude,
that's
heavy.
Problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Do you think... I wonder what happened with that. Like, why he was... that's a lot of pounds. Did he just say, you know what? I'm just going to try to cut down to the lowest? Or did they say any complications? Did he get hurt?
I didn't read too much into it. So I can't imagine. I think he miscalculated.
Okay.
And he was cutting a lot of weight because he fought Cowboy Cerrone at 170, the weight class above.
Yeah.
This fight was at 155, Ames.
Man.
He's a big
boy. He was just like holding on to Will Brooks taking him down on the cage.
Now, Will Brooks seems like the guy that doesn't give a F. If you're 5 pounds overweight, I'm still an athlete.
He's still down.
That's the thing. When you're an athlete, you can handle heavier guys.
I agree. I agree.
And if you take a look at Will Brooks' legs, those freaking horse legs, that guy can handle anything. Yeah. You know who he reminds me of? Like his body type? He reminds me of Apollo Creed.
Oh,
remember how Apollo Creed's physique was in Rocky 3 or whatever?
That is the ultimate compliment. Yeah. That is the ultimate.
He looked exactly like him.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Different movie, but I don't care.
Fuck it.
You son of a bitch.
But well, one issue was Will Brooks said he hurt his rib.
Yeah, he was even carded out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know how it feels, man.
Yeah.
Whether you break it or you tear a little thing in there,
that's it.
Or you strain it.
Any kind of move. I've known a lot of people to strain their rib, and it just hurts to breathe. All right, to laugh, to move like side to side laterally, right?
Yes.
So I could
just breathing.
Yeah, man.
Taking a deep breath hurts.
Yeah. Where did Alex finish the fight? I mean, what round?
It was third round.
Okay,
third round.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because Will Brooks was like, he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
And then, what was weird though is he didn't adjust his game plan.
Okay.
I thought once he came out of the first round with that, and he's like, shit, my rib hurts. Yeah. I thought the next 2 rounds, he should have played the stick and move game. Like, leave him at the end of his jab, throw a lot of jabs, a lot of crosses, a lot of counter, like moving back shots. Okay. But he didn't do that. He kept getting sucked into the clinch game.
I see.
Which is weird because when you have rib injury, you completely avoid that.
Okay.
And then 1 or 2 times, I think it was towards the end of the second or maybe in the beginning of the third, he tried to throw Alex Oliveira, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then you see him trying to pick him up, and then you see the pain on his face go, and it's like, dude, why did you just do that? You probably made it 10 times worse.
He probably just mental,
went into
just instinctively, did it.
There you go.
Yeah, adrenaline's kicking in. So
now, props to Oliveira. No matter what kind of injury Will Brooks suffered during the fight, props to Oliveira for putting him through that.
Finished it.
Yeah. I thought Oliveira, regardless of whether Will Brooks was injured or not, during the fight or got injured, I thought Oliveira had the perfect game plan against a guy like that, against a wrestler like that.
Yeah.
Perfect game plan. He was shoving him against the fence. He knew he was the taller guy. Normally, when you're taller, you have more leverage to pin somebody against the wall, against a cage. And he did that perfectly. And then he was kind of going for takedowns against the fence. That's perfect.
That's what you got to do.
You got to do that against an athletic young wrestler.
He can move, man.
Yeah, that's very powerful, very explosive. And Will Brooks is no slouch.
Yeah.
You saw the couple times he took Oliveira down. It was picture perfect.
He's built like a rock, man.
Like a stone.
What impressed what did you see more, or what impressed you more, his game plan or his celebration at the end?
Who's?
His WWE.
Oh, the DX crotch chop.
I was like, oh, man. While he's down, that's going to get people mad.
It's bad sportsmanship, but you always have to look back at try to put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
They just went through, first of all, they were talking shit hard before the fight.
Hard body.
Like, I want to fight you type shit.
Yeah. That. Who was the other fight that we just Michael Johnson?
Yes,
he
exactly.
Won, this
Yeah.
reminds you of Michael Johnson.
So
and
exactly.
Poirier.
So they were talking a lot of crap to each other before the
Yeah.
fight. Now they get to fight. They're putting hands on each other.
Yeah.
They're both scrapping.
Yeah.
It's a hard fight. Both guys don't want to lose. Both guys, like, the adrenaline's rushing. When you get into a fight, or not even a fight, but any kind of sport endeavor where
if you get a touchdown, if you score
you're in the moment,
game-winning 3-pointer,
yeah,
absolutely.
not even the game. You're in the game. Forget
Yeah.
about winning the game or scoring the game winner. You're in the game. During the game, what are you doing?
I'm celebrating. I'm an emotional type
No,
of guy.
no. During the game, what are you doing? Only one thing you're doing: focusing on what you're doing.
True.
You're not worrying about what you got to do tomorrow. You can't because you have to focus on everything. You're not worrying about what the crowd says. You're not worrying about anything. And on top of that, you're in this like raw, like barbarian sport.
Yeah, man. The most primal of prime.
Yes, we're trying to beat each other up so bad that you can't continue. The ref has to say stop. And when that's all over, you expect them to become normal human beings right after.
Yeah, that's really tough, man.
That's very tough.
To do that to an athlete. Well, I don't agree with what they do, but what they did, but I can't really use that against them because if you're if you're an athlete, you'll understand more. If you're playing any sports and you had that moment where you win, you might have done something stupid, like a celebration dance or whatever. It's just you got caught in the moment.
Exactly.
Or whatever, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's just like that one time I saw, was it Shinya Aoki? Like, and he gave that was
he gave that guy the finger or something, right?
Yeah, that was tough. That
he
was tough.
celebrated harshly on a few occasions.
Talk about hard body. Yeah, man.
I think he broke his.
He broke it. Yeah,
he broke his knee or his ankle.
Yeah. I think shoulder or whatever
something.
It is.
He broke something and then he stood up and gave him the finger.
Finger double, like right in the face.
That's
that was tough. But like that's an extreme. But I'm just saying, like it's tough, man. Like
that was kind of too far.
Yeah.
But what Oliveira did, I could tell it was just like emotions raw. I just won the fight.
Yeah.
F this guy. This guy's been talking. I just beat you. Now what?
Yeah,
Then
get at me.
Once he settles down, he's like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. My bad.
Yeah. As long as you apologize or you realize, and don't make no excuses. Please don't. Yeah,
I did it. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I got caught in the moment.
Yeah, we're human, man.
Yeah.
I don't expect. That's why I don't put anyone on a pedestal in this world because once in a while, every so often, that person's gonna mess up, and
people are allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah, man,
they are.
Yeah, unless you do it multiple times, like my MVP.
Oh.
That dude, when he threw that Pokemon ball,
disrespect.
That's like on a different, because you stage that, you have that prepped up.
Yeah.
Like the guy is hurt. And then you do that. That's where I totally disagree. Whatever.
You should have pulled the plug on that stunt.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
if you won by decision, I get it. Because it's like, all right, the guy's not hurt. He's not, like, you don't. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, it's tough, man. I just don't like kicking someone when they're down. But
Michael Page, what if he did that to you?
Yeah.
You'd be pissed off.
I'd be pissed off, man.
You'd be
to
pissed
stage
off.
that, especially, and then you find out he got injured. He broke his
skull.
Yeah, shattered his skull, man.
I mean, be proud of yourself that you landed a devastating blow, but
yeah. But props to he said something on Twitter where
what did he say?
It just apologizing or trying to
for what
to Cyborg.
What did he say?
Let me look it up. I was like, okay, I don't dislike you as much.
Yeah, okay. When I heard him during interviews, he seemed like a very nice guy. That's why, like, here's the thing.
He's a total showman.
Yeah, I saw MVP on a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
Like on Facebook. I didn't know who he was. I just saw his highlights and him showing off. And I was like, who the F is this guy? He's a dick. Then I started hearing about him fighting for, who's he fighting for, Bellator?
Yeah.
Bellator. And then I'm like, oh, crap. And then my first fight actually watching him was against Cyborg. And right before that, I started paying attention to him, listening to his interviews. Seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And then he goes and does this and, like, confirms my expectations. I'm like, it's kind of sad.
It says, hold on. Keep talking. Oh, I can't find it. He just tweets his support for. He tweeted his support for Cyborg post fight. So if you hear that that ringer, Abe is still unprofessional by leaving that on. So I apologize. But moving right along, let's get to let's get to the main event.
What's the main event?
The main event was John Lineker versus Dodson.
Who's Dodson?
The Dodson.
Oh, John Dodson. I was waiting for you to say
John
first.
versus John.
Okay. Now I put up. Let me bring this up.
I actually missed this fight because I was streaming this from a wedding.
Damn.
So yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the fight?
My thoughts are whatever your thoughts are, because I'm not even gonna try to.
No, tell me.
No. I missed it because I had to get into the wedding. I was streaming most of the fights, watching it,
Okay.
keeping tuned. Then something happened where I had to turn it off.
Okay. Let me. As I'm watching it, this is my thought on it. This is
Okay.
fifth round. I pretty much know Lineker's got the fight.
Okay.
So I put on Facebook. First, I
remember
texted
seeing-
Marcos.
It reminds you of two fighters.
Yes.
I believe.
So I put on the Facebook.
the facial book.
I put John Lineker is a combination of Chuck Liddell and Vanderlei Silva.
Oh,
That's what I
God,
said.
yeah.
Right? It's honest. So, right, I put it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Then I did.
Is
then
that the same Facebook? Wait, no, go.
No,
yeah.
my personal
Yeah,
Facebook.
gotcha.
Then I went on Show the Art and shared my Facebook post on Show the Art page.
Yeah.
And some guy.
Some guy.
This guy.
Some guy.
Let me do my best Kevin Hart impression. So this guy.
This guy, right?
This guy. He poor guy. I mean, if he listens to this podcast, sorry, man, but you did it to yourself. He said Chuck punched. I said John Lineker is a combination of Chuck Liddell and Vanderlei Silva.
Mm-hmm.
He said, quote, Chuck punched straight. Lineker throws circles. Much more likable than Wandy, though, Vanderlei.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know. Dude, I know. Do you know why I'm saying that?
I don't think you do.
How about you ask and say, oh, why do you... That's a pretty interesting observation. Why do you say that? I'm not going to jump to conclusions and assume that what somebody says
I gotta look this up.
that's kind of vague.
Uh-huh.
I know exactly what the hell they mean.
Gotcha.
Especially if it's vague. I wasn't very descriptive. I wasn't very specific.
There's a comment on the moment.
What's up?
A comment on the moment.
Yeah, and I don't take it back. I'm not saying I take it back. But I know. How about ask why? My interpretation of it was, of course Chuck threw straights, but Chuck threw overhands and hooks, right? Wandy threw a lot of hooks.
Yeah.
That's why I threw Wandy in there. I was saying Chuck because Chuck was a warrior. Chuck was like a killer, an assassin. Chuck was accurate. I think Lineker is very accurate.
Okay.
But at the same time, he throws a lot of wild hooks. So he's trying to be accurate, but he's also not trying to be accurate.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes total sense.
Because
I get you.
he's not trying to be accurate because he knows, let me throw a bunch and one will land. But some of them he's trying to be accurate with. Like he throws a bunch of wild, crazy hooks when the guy's running from him, like trying to cut out. Why? Because the guy's running away, maybe one of them will land. But I don't know. I just
His
felt
gears are grinding.
it was just weird. Like I know, man. Like I wouldn't post that and repost that on the Show the Art page. Where all these people can read it without
hence
thinking about it that
hence
deep.
the word combination.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just to make it simple, that's why he said a combination.
Like, am I denouncing anybody?
Yes, you are. You're denouncing both men.
Yeah.
Of their talent.
Exactly. And
so
it's
pretty much you're the dick.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. It's almost like the guy saying, like, no, you're wrong. He's nothing like Chuck Liddell.
I just like
he's more like
his
Vanderlei
comments.
Silva. And I'm like, what?
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna reply. You're totally right.
WWE's real.
And it is. It is.
is.
You want to get into wrestling right now?
Sure.
Even though this is Show the Art, wrestling is an art. So you want to talk about it?
I was just listening to the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani.
Okay.
From the other day.
Okay.
And Crazy Horse was on. You know who Crazy Horse is?
Yeah.
Charles
Mr. Bennett.
Yeah. Pretty wild interview.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Was
I recommend
Was
anybody
he on
listen.
something or he was?
I mean, he was smoking weed.
Yeah, okay.
But he's very interesting. It's
Him and
entertaining.
Wanderlei Silva, man.
I mean, he tells the whole story.
That thing's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he tells the
I'll
whole
listen
story.
to that.
Yeah.
But it's one of those he said, she said type of things. But
yes.
I want to hear it. I want to hear one.
Very interesting. Yeah.
That would be fun just to listen to. Yeah, man. So fill me in with the Dodson fight.
Okay, very good.
Was
fight.
it total domination by Lineker or
not by any stretch of the imagination?
Okay. Oh, watch.
I gave Dodson the first and last round, and I think 2 other judges did as well.
Okay.
And Lineker got the middle 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And even all the rounds were close.
Yeah.
But I felt like
He just edged him out.
I felt like Dodson was being more defensive.
Okay.
And Lineker was being more aggressive. He was not just moving forward, but like he was trying to push the pace. He was trying to land the more strikes.
Got it.
He was landing more devastating strikes,
Mm-hmm.
even though Dodson landed a couple that were like, holy crap.
Oh, shoot.
But I feel like Dodson needs to be more aggressive. He needs to be more like Demetrius Johnson or TJ Dillashaw. What do those guys do?
Movement.
They move a lot.
Yeah.
They use their speed. They use their timing, their aggressiveness, and they cut angles on you. Dodson is like really flat-footed for most of the fight, and he just kind of steps back and then steps back and then steps back and then steps back and then counters and then steps back. And it's like, dude, you can dance circles around anybody you want.
Okay.
You might be the fastest guy in the whole sport. Use that speed.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Maybe new coach
Yeah.
or
I don't know.
maybe
I mean,
take up, just add more to his repertoire.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe he's tried that and it doesn't work for him. Maybe he
just
gasses if he
his
does
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he fought like a TJ Dillashaw in the sense that he moves forward, if he fought like a Dominic Cruz, not Dominic Cruz, Demetrius Johnson, where he moves forward and uses his speed to get in and out like the whole fight, I think he would clown most of the people out there.
Yeah.
Like clown them.
Because he is fast.
He's so fast.
He's fast.
His kicks are fast. There was a couple times he kicked Lineker, and I was like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just watching Lineker throw some punches right now.
Yeah. But Lineker is the man.
Yeah, he reminds me of a combination of Wanderlei Silva and Chuck. Just right now, just thoughts, just watching right now, it looks like a combination.
Really?
The straight punches of Liddell. And
you know, because Liddell threw straight, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why I said combination. Let's get it straight.
Hold on, what? I don't get it.
I'm on this podcast for a reason. I'm tapping my head.
Okay, you got it
like
all
the
up
brain.
there.
Yeah, it's all
so you've thought about this
not
before you
said
said
it. It's not
it.
just the good looks.
Gotcha.
Repeat again? Yeah.
So you think about things before you say that?
Wait. Hold up. What? Dodson has Filipino blood in him?
Probably. I don't see why not. Yeah, he does, actually. I saw him on the like the Embedded like a year ago. Yeah, his mom is like, I think his mom is Filipino.
You know what that means?
Like super Filipino.
I'm Team Dodson, baby.
Nah. Nice. You know what that means?
You know
I'm
that
jumping
means,
on
right,
that
bitch?
rickshaw.
Jumping on, baby. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon either
See
because
how I
coming
said
off a
rickshaw?
tough loss. Yeah. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. Oh, yo, let's keep it moving because there's something big this Saturday.
What's that?
You know what it is, brother. You know what it is.
UFC 204?
Damn right.
Okay. Or I thought you were going to mention like the Mets are playing or something.
No, I was, but I was like, oh, there's no wrestling or anything on right now.
Oh, you're going to use the wrestling thing.
And then I was like, I said Saturday. Yeah. Clash of the Champions just finished in wrestling.
I don't even know what that
Sunday.
means.
I could.
Is that like
it's
a cartoon?
pay-per-view. Excuse me?
A cartoon.
Because it's fun to watch. Yes, it's it's a combination of cartoon and UFC. The entertainment and the realness.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking
It
about.
doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna keep talking about wrestling if you want.
It doesn't matter.
Wait. It doesn't matter. What shows have you been watching recently? We're gonna cut this.
Oh.
Have you caught up on anything?
I'm delighted to announce that I've finished Stranger Things.
Dude, what did you think?
Did you finish it?
Absolutely.
It was so good,
right?
man. Yeah.
How awesome is that soundtrack?
Very good. Yeah. I didn't even think of it till now, but yeah, absolutely.
Soundtrack is. I would just like YouTube once in a while just the soundtrack and just play it. It's like that synth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good, man.
Great storylines. It's fun that it was surrounding kids.
Like the Goonies meets X-Files.
Yes.
Right?
So it was like the kids cast, but it was like an adult show.
Freaking fantastic.
Oh man,
that Dustin kid with the no teeth. He's freaking cute.
He's funny.
I don't say that a lot, but that kid is cute, man.
Yeah. I grew to like him as the show went by. I didn't like him the first episode.
Yeah.
But then like he became much more likable, and he became the only like he became like the moderator. Amongst the friends, the guy that's like, all right, guys, let me talk some sense into everybody.
He really was.
I got my head straight here.
That would not be me.
Yeah.
I'm usually not that guy.
Yeah. But it was a good show.
That was a great show, man. Yeah. I'm glad you watched.
Yeah, it was good, man. Thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah. So now I'm not trying to figure out what to watch next. They have that new HBO thing, that Westfield, or I don't know if I want to get into that. It's like that cowboy.
I try to watch cowboy shows. I'm just not into it.
Yeah, right? Me neither.
Just not.
Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything that got me in. No,
Like
not
Cowboys
really.
versus Aliens
Yeah. No, I didn't see that. Nor will I ever.
with
Watch
Daniel
that.
Craig.
Oh no, not the good, the bad, the ugly. That one with Sharon Stone, Leonardo DiCaprio, Gene Hackman. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It wasn't The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. That was
Nah.
with Clint Eastwood,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Clint Hester.
Good old Clint. Good old Clinty.
Clint. He's wild.
Yeah, he is.
He's crazy.
Alright, moving on. Let's get to UFC before we get all funky. Oh, you're looking up Unforgiven. Is that one? No. That's Clint Eastwood still. Damn it! I'm gonna just Google.
Okay,
Sharon
while you do that, UFC 204 headlined by the rematch: Michael the Count Bisping versus Dan H-Bomb Henderson.
That is such a cool name.
H-Bomb.
H-Bomb.
Damn.
And it's so true too. That is so true.
Yes.
The Quick and the Dead.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there.
Oh my
That's
God.
a Sharon Stone
H-Bomb
movie.
is the man.
Sharon Stone.
So
Quick and the Dead.
I don't.
Fantastic.
I don't get
Let me
that.
tell you about the cast. Let's go over the cast
Of
real
what?
quick before we go.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta research something anyway.
Perfect.
But yeah.
All right, guys. While he's researching what to cook tonight, quinoa and chicken, I'm gonna tell you the cast. You know what's funny? No one gives a damn about the cast, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Who's the cast? The cast of what?
The Quick and the Dead, the Sharon Stone movie. Listen to this
You're still on
lineup.
that?
Listen
Okay.
to this. Oh, it's not really a lot.
Oh no.
Sharon Stone,
Is this gonna be a failure?
Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe,
Russell Crowe,
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Leo D.
and then that's pretty much.
I love Leo.
The names that I know. Yeah, that was it. Okay,
I love
cool.
Leo.
Yeah, right.
How can you not love
The
him?
first four are heavy hitters, and I have the biggest thing for Sharon Stone.
Really?
Yeah,
She's
she's hot.
Did you see that Leo is doing a documentary on like global warming?
Really?
Yeah,
That sounds so.
it's coming out soon.
Oh, nice.
Would you say it sounds so Leo?
That it's so interesting. I can't wait not to watch it.
It looks really interesting because
That-
it's Leo. Where is
yeah.
that picture?
If it's Leo and like a bear, I'd watch it.
Like Bear Grylls?
Yeah. Did you see that guy that got attacked by a bear?
Yeah, that guy got by a bear.
He got he had the Revenant moment with
He got
yeah,
revenanted.
he Leo'd the bear. He's
No, the bear
pepper sprayed
Leo.
shit. Or either
He
way,
got Leo'd.
he got Leo'd. He got Leo'd real good.
Poor guy.
Did you find whatever you're looking for,
No,
brother?
no. It's an artist because I was gonna give him a shout out.
Prince.
Oh, there we go. Just in time. Okay,
Just
guys.
in time,
So,
I'll make
like
it
I was
home
saying,
tonight.
Dan Henderson versus
Michael.
Michael Bisping, and I wanted to. We were talking about his nickname H-Bomb.
Yeah.
There's an artist. You can go on Instagram. Go to
Okay.
@Gian Galang.
Spell it.
@GIN. No, GIAN
Mm-hmm.
GALANG.
Mm-hmm.
GIA.
Jian Liang.
Gian Galang.
Jian
This
Galang.
guy is an incredible artist. I have a couple of his pieces, but he drew
Oh, shit.
Dan Henderson H-Bomb picture, and it's like amazing picture of Dan Henderson like
Oh,
half
he's-
cyborg, and then his forearm is like it looks like a hydrogen bomb.
That's
you
I've
see it?
seen his
It's amazing.
work. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, he is nice
And
with
you could
it.
buy his digital prints online. I have a couple of them at my house.
Oh,
You've probably
dope.
seen it.
I was at your house.
You know.
Freaky little bastard.
But my prediction for that fight, I love Dan Henderson. Hard to count him out, but I'm gonna have to go with Bisping on this one
Because he's a champ.
because yes, he has the championship edge.
And he's finding new juice, new life.
Yeah,
that
I
be
think
why?
he's peaking in his career.
How crazy
That
is
is
that, man?
insane to say.
You're
but
at 38 and you're peaking.
yeah, the combination he threw. I watched it again. The combination he threw at Luke Rockhold to
Mhm.
knock him out
Yeah.
was a thing of mastery.
Like something I would throw, mastery or
Like,
not
not
yet, not
almost.
quite. Okay.
Like, I mean, he's not at your level yet,
Ah,
but
of
he's
course.
getting there. you
Okay. Cool.
know?
That's just
So
hard.
I think he's just peaking right now.
Okay.
Not to count Dan Henderson out. Dan Henderson can always knock somebody out.
Yeah. That's
Dan
a
Henderson's
scary
going to be
part,
80
man.
years old one day
Yeah.
and still have the same power.
His name would still be H-Bomb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, of course, Dan Henderson has a chance. I'll say it's 45-55 in favor of Bisping.
Oh, you think it's gonna go all the way?
No, 45-55, like 55% chance. Bisping's gonna win. 45% chance. H-Bomb's gonna win.
Man, I'm just gonna be so. I want Bisping to win. Just because it's cool to see him, like, I want to see him like retain it. But man, am I scared for him?
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And I'd love to see a storybook ending. Like it's hard to pick somebody here.
Yeah,
but if justice were to be served, Bisping would win.
Absolutely.
And all the cards are in Bisping's favor. He's younger.
I can't believe he's younger.
He's peaking. Yeah.
Can you say that again? He's younger at 38.
Yeah.
How old is Hendo?
45. I think he might be 46 by the time this fight comes.
Damn, good. Yeah, he might be 48 by the time it's all over.
Hot damn.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
That gives me hope. I'm 31.
You know what's funny? If I would just watch the first episode of Embedded for this fight, and Bisping's son is hilarious.
Is he?
Yeah. Every time.
Is that the one that just came out today?
Callan. Yeah. Last night. His son's name is Callan. He must be like 8 years old, 8 years old.
I guess it runs to those Callans. Brian Callan, Callan.
Because every Embedded, I think this is the second Embedded they did on Bisping, and his son was in it.
Okay.
And every Embedded, he asks his son, I'm fighting this guy. Who do you think's going to win? His son always says the other guy. It's hilarious because after he says it, Bisping knows it's coming and starts dying laughing like this fucking
I gotta watch it.
And then there's a moment at the end of Embedded, 'cause, like in the middle somewhere, he asks his son, and his son's like, I think Dan Henderson's going to win. And he's like, oh my God. Like he starts laughing. And then he's like, how is he going to win? He's like, he's going to knock you out. That's what his son says.
In his British accent.
Yeah. And then
you out.
And then you see like Bisping packing up, and then he gets in the car. You see him in the limo. You see him say his byes, and then you see him in the car with the window down. He's like, "Bye, guys." And then you just see him yell out, "Bye, Callan. Who's gonna win this fight?" And then you hear from like a distance, like a far distance, him saying, "Dan Henderson." It's the most hilarious thing.
That's freaking
I've
dope,
ever seen.
man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking right now. It's just it's hard to take our opinion because we're more MMA, not biased, but like I wonder how big the distance is now between MMA and boxing.
And boxing,
Excuse me?
And boxing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I thought you said wrestling. That's close. MMA, wrestling, and then down below.
It's funny because when I was talking to Eddie Bravo, we kind of brought up the same point.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. What you guys say?
Well, he brought it up.
Shout out to Eddie.
Shout out to Eddie Bravo,
Edgy Brav.
Maestre Edgy Bra. And he brought up the point. He was comparing boxing to MMA as
Baseball.
points to submission only in jiu-jitsu tournaments. And
Okay.
he was like, how can you... Like, he was more talking about EBI and EBI rule set, submission only with the overtime rounds, so you can finish in submission, whatever. And he was like, how can you not like this over that?
Yeah.
That's like comparing MMA. Like, if you watch fighting sports, how can you not think MMA is more exciting than boxing? You're either completely biased and you're an old man that does not want to change his ways, or you don't watch sports. Like you're just like a basketball watcher, and you have no idea. You never watch boxing, you never watch MMA. Both look barbaric to you, and you just don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say too barbaric.
So what were you gonna say?
No, it's just weird because my uncle is a hardcore boxing fan, but he's so biased. He's one of those guys. He sounds just like Bob Arum. He goes, if you put them in the ring, the boxer will wipe the floor. Like he's talking about their stance because my uncle knows a little too about boxing, like their stance, their technique. I'm like, of course their technique is a little different because kicks are in the game, takedowns are in the game, all of this.
You know what else?
Yeah. What else?
The size of the gloves.
Yeah.
And you know what the size of the gloves does?
A lot lighter.
No.
What?
Defense changes.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Because when
it doesn't cover as much. Yeah.
It doesn't cover as much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know that. People don't get that until they spar. So you spar both. I want you to go in the gym. All right, watch as much as you want.
Yeah.
Go in the gym, train for a year,
See
spar with boxing gloves, just punches, or spar with boxing gloves, whether it's punches and kicks, doesn't matter. And then spar with MMA gloves after.
That's
completely freaking different.
Yeah.
It's completely, your defense changes. You have to be like a half step further away. You have to.
Yeah.
Or else punches you're gonna get beat up.
Yeah, that makes whole sense. So it's just like really biased. Like unless if you just enjoy combat sports, because either one is gonna get bloody once in a while. It's gonna feel barbaric once in a while. Like it's way better than it was a few years ago when UFC first started, when like the rules weren't the same, and it was
You're talking about 15 years ago, though.
15 years ago when it first. Like, the evolution has changed, man. It's just watching. I love boxing, too. I enjoy watching it a lot, but just right now, it's just the only thing that kills boxing. I'll always talk about it. Is like they're not putting the best fighters. I mean, they have a good one right now with
Triple G.
No, they have Kovalev. I forgot his first name. Kovalev versus Andre Ward. That's one like a lot of people have been clamoring for, right?
Now, here's the thing. I'm not a boxing fan.
Yeah.
I like watching the sport. I love watching the highlights. I think boxing's great.
Yeah.
I just don't watch it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so I don't know anybody. I only know of the names that I hear. I could only name like 5 boxing.
And exactly.
Triple G. And I don't even know his name, Golovkin.
Yeah. Golovkin.
Andre Ward, because I've heard him for years.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? Vin Diesel. What's the guy's name?
Vin Diesel.
No, what's his name? The Mexican Canelo.
Oh, yeah.
Canelo Alvarez.
Saul
Canelo.
Yeah.
Who else?
That's pretty much. That's
who did
it.
Golovkin just fight?
Golovkin.
Did he just fight Canelo?
No, he faced this English
Floyd Mayweather.
That's
pretty much all I know.
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr.
No, it's hard to come up with a lot of new fighters. There's I think he's from Poland Vasily Lomachenko.
Okay. You know what's funny? Klitschko brothers. I could probably name more old school boxers than I can new school.
And that's sad.
I could probably name more. George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Sugar
Joe
Ray
Frazier.
Robinson, yeah.
Sugar Ray.
Leonard. There's 2.
And the list goes on. Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. Like, I can name more back in the day fighters than now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's going to be like that for a long time because you're just not putting the best fighters against each other. And that's because it's a mess up system, man.
The sport
There's so many promotions.
should evolve.
Yeah, it has to.
Not devolve.
But it's not gonna because they have all these sanctioned bodies that don't want to share money.
Yeah. No, that's the issue.
Yeah.
It comes down to money.
You have like how many weight classes, how many belts, WBO, IBO.
Yeah.
WBO.
Each weight class has like 4 belts. That's weird.
That's not fun, man.
That's not fun.
You don't want to memorize all these different. Just make it one, man. And it's never going to happen. But it just sucks because I'm a boxing fan, and it's sad to see, like...
And boxing could be way better.
Way better, man. Yeah, man. So...
And you know what, too, Ames? If more people... more best guys were fighting each other, the level rises. Because now I'm only fighting the best guys. I have to step my game up when I thought I couldn't anymore.
Yeah. So it's
now Floyd Mayweather's thinking, fudge. I have to fight Pacquiao. Then I got to fight Canelo. Then I got to fight Golovkin. Then I got to fight this guy. Like
one after the other.
Now, for the most part, MMA is like that.
Yeah, because you have no choice. It's under one sanctioned body. So they're telling you got to face this. You might not want to face them, but you have no choice.
You got no choice.
Yeah. So
you got no chance.
Yeah, we're not all built differently.
No chance in hell.
There you go. I like that, Vinnie Mac. Some people have the mentality like, I want to keep fighting the best. Some people are thinking like, let me just make the most money. Let me be the most entertaining. Let me just survive. Let me just come out this sport healthy. We all have different mindsets, but at least in UFC, like you're pitted against the best because if you're good, you're gonna have to face good people.
Now there's exceptions where people jump the line, but it's crazy because even when they jump the line, it's still good. Like a really good guy versus a really good guy.
Yeah.
They never jump the line in MMA and put like a guy that doesn't belong. Fight a guy that does.
It's
belong.
only gonna be a rare instance like CM Punk.
No, but even the CM Punk thing.
Yeah. No, but that's just like an occurrence, like one thing you won't see a lot of. Because if you put against like the circus matches against like all the quality matches, it definitely outweighs.
No, but what I mean, not circus matches. What I mean is a guy jumped the gun, like a Conor McGregor jumped the gun to fight Eddie Alvarez for the championship belt. Regardless of whether he jumped the line of the list of contenders, it's still one of the best versus one of the best.
I agree. Yeah,
Dan Henderson jumping the line to fight Michael Bisping. There's so many other contenders. I mean, the top 5. Top 6 in that division,
stacked.
They're all title-worthy contenders.
Actually, UFC's in a really good place right now because every weight class will go on.
So Dan Henderson jumped the line. It's still a really good fighter, one of the best versus one of the best, Michael Bisping. So, like, even though in MMA people sometimes jump the line in these occasional instances, it's still good. You never see like, I don't know who this guy is, fight the champion. And you're like, what? Why did they do that?
And even if it's like the odds are stacked against the MMA gods don't care, and you'll always see upsets.
Yeah.
That's why you haven't seen
You know
a champion
why?
hold on to the belt for so long, man.
You know why?
Why?
Because there's more ways to win in
Yeah,
MMA.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the same page for this one, brother.
I like boxing though. Don't make this a thing, slandering boxing. This is
No, definitely not.
This
man.
is slandering the political aspect of boxing.
Yeah, and if it gets like this with UFC, I'll slander the hell out of it. I mean, I'll talk
Yeah.
about the UFC all day, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is getting somewhat like that. Like there are some politics in it where people are disagreeing.
Poor
but for
Aldo.
for the most part, it's good.
Yeah.
For the most part, enjoy it while
I
it's
can't
here.
complain, man. They've been putting on great shows. This past year, man, crazy
Hell
good.
yeah.
And they're gonna end it really
How are they gonna
good.
end it?
205, baby. Is it?
No, they're
they're not.
205 is November.
Yeah.
They're gonna end it with Luke Rockhold versus Jacare Souza number 2.
Oh, that's even better.
And then there's
man.
another fight on that card. Let me tell you right now. Give me 5 seconds.
And man, I
Countdown.
really wish we could have went to 205, but how much is it right now?
How much is what?
UFC 205.
Oh, the tickets?
Yeah.
Like 600.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
We're actually talking about going no matter what no matter what the price, but we're willing to pay a hefty price,
Uh-huh.
but not that hefty.
Oh no, you're crazy.
No, remember we were going to the comedy show, Brian Callen's show. We're like, you know what? We can't miss this. We passed by MSG, like we got to see this show. No, I'm good. I'll go.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
I'll stream it somewhere and do host a little 205 UFC 205 party.
And that's what me and Sarah were talking about. Like, I want to go to that fight, but I much rather invite a couple friends over.
Yep.
And watch UFC at my home with a bunch of my friends. I get to see
Potluck, bring
all
some
the
food.
fights.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna spend $600 for one ticket,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 1/6 of that, $100, and pay for everybody's
Yeah.
food and invite them to my
You
home.
might have a far better time.
I will
at
have
least
a far better
at least we get to hear commentary.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's different now, man. Well, the way things are broadcast, it's
Mhm.
just more enjoyable
Exactly.
on your couch.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe once in a blue moon, but
Mm.
this isn't that moon because $600,
Sailor
boy. I don't make that money.
No, me either, man.
Yeah,
All right, guys. That's it for today.
yeah, man.
As per usual, as usual.
We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, Abe, tell them what to do, man. Let 'em
Like
know.
and subscribe on
Let 'em
iTunes.
know, man.
Comment on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Share the page. Share everything. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram.
It goes a long way.
Sure, everything, yeah.
man.
It goes a very long way. Longer than Forrest Gump went. So you know it's a
That's
long way.
long, man. That's long. That's real long.
Oh, that's long.
That's real long, brother.
Longer than the
Brother.
Slim Jim.
And that's it. That's cut it there, guys. We love you. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
And if you are a fan of our podcast, please give us good reviews, rate, and subscribe on iTunes.
Share.
Share it.
Share this bad boy.
Yeah, make
man.
sure
It
you
goes a
download
long
it.
way, man.
Yeah, check out the YouTube. We're on YouTube as well. Check out our newsletter. Where each month we're giving away one thing free to anybody who's subscribed. So all you have to do is subscribe to the newsletter. Also on there, we're going to be doing giveaways, prizes, contests, all that stuff. The only way you could do it is by subscribing. If you go to our Facebook page, there's a subscribe button on the side.
Yeah.
So please do it, guys.
Yeah, and before we go, if you guys want us to talk about anything else on this fight breakdown or anything else, guys, feel free to make any comments or throw some questions at us out on our Instagram page or Facebook.
Or email us showtheart@gmail.com.
We want to interact with you guys.
Let's do it.
All right, man. We out.
Till next time.
Peace.